Hi, this is Conrad Zimmerman of FistShark Marketing. If you like our show, we hope you'll consider supporting it with a small monthly contribution through Patreon. For less than the cost of a colonoscopy, we can provide you that same sense of personal violation through improv comedy. Just visit patreon.com/FistShark or click the big Patreon button at fistshark.com for more details. And thanks for listening.
Gentlemen, I'm so very glad that you could all join me today.
What are you doing with your voice? What is that?
That is a very astute question, and one that will become clear in time.
How much time? Because you're certainly taking your time. Like, I don't want to belabor this, but like, you are really dragging out whatever it is you're introducing.
What you need to understand is I'm playing the long game.
It is indeed, yeah. Like, this is taking a long time.
It's dramatic, though. It's really exciting.
Oh yeah, I can't argue that. It's definitely dramatic. There's gravitas, but
I'm so very glad you agree.
But a point, like some kind of, I don't know, direction for it to move in. That I mean, it seems like you're just playing for time.
Is it really not self-evident?
No, really, no.
Are you pretending to be Unicron from the Star Wars?
No. I'm a little disappointed. I don't know if this is a failure on my part or whether I'm not capturing the cultural zeitgeist enough for this, or maybe you guys just aren't aware of what the kids are into these days, or will be into when I introduce Fisking It to playgrounds everywhere.
So you're gonna go to the playgrounds and just talk for a long time in a low voice?
Wait, hang on. Yeah, you're gonna go to playgrounds and fisk kitties? I don't think that's appropriate, dude.
No. Fisking it. Fisking. That's what I was just doing. I'm fisking it.
Fisking it.
You've not heard of this?
No.
Fisking it. What's fisking it?
Right. You know Daredevil.
Oh yeah. The devil who dares.
The daring devil.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's got a series on Netflix starring whoever it is that plays him.
That wet guy. Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
You know, he dances around doing what Daredevil does, all the dancing. And Vincent D'Onofrio plays Wilson Fisk, the bad guy of The Thing.
Are we sure he's the bad guy? Because I seem to recall the story there was that he was a property developer, and I mean, that sounds like a good guy to me.
Oh, I totally agree with you that he's one of those morally ambiguous characters, but he's nominally set up as the antagonist. Even though I don't feel he's ever done anything unreasonable in the show.
No, it all made sense to me.
He punches a man to death, right? He pounds him into the ground. He puts a human head, a live human, into a door frame of a car and smashes his head with the car door till the blood and the brains.
Well, come on. Who hasn't done that at one time or another in the midst of a negotiation? I mean, really.
Paulson, come on. Actually, do you mind if I start calling you Paul from now on?
Yeah, sure, you can do that.
Okay, yeah. It's just, it confuses me. It's just, I knew a Paulson and he refused to accept that Hot Wheels were leading the way.
Yeah, I don't want to be difficult like that. That guy.
No, that jerk. But anyway, the point is that Vincent D'Onofrio is arresting as the larger-than-life character Wilson Fisk, aka the Thingpin, and what I think the next craze will be. You know how popular planking was? Everyone loved to plank. They'd be doing it in their offices. They'd be doing it in the sidewalk. Parkour. You see those parkour videos, and then all of a sudden the kids are breaking their wrists and their necks and their legs and their feet, trying to simulate rooftop free running and everything. This is the next thing. This is what playgrounds around the nation will start doing, is Fisking It, where you walk into school with this air of subdued, if socially conscious menace, and just start talking like this, with your head kind of moving in a studious fashion.
The voice, it's kind of like a cross between Christopher Lloyd on Taxi and William Shatner in Star Trek.
It does straddle that line. Yes.
Neither of whom are really hot right now, exactly. And is Wilson Fisk the Thingpin even in the new season of Daredevil? I haven't seen the whole thing, so I don't really know if he's that current with anyone, especially the kids.
To talk about the Thingpin in the Netflix series Daredevil would be to give away too much about the plot, and I am no fan of spoilers.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm never gonna watch it, but I don't want to know how it ends. Don't tell me.
Is it possible to not want to interrupt someone who talks like the Thingpin? I mean, you just can't wait for him to stop talking. You want to get in there and just say anything to get it to stop. Is that what kids want? Is to be interruptible and take a while? Are they going to be bald? Do they all wear
I'm not going to
suits?
lie. It can be a little bit confusing because sometimes you think, oh, he's done. I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
No, I get the confusion. I don't feel so much about, the urge to get him to stop because I do kind of like the voice, just the delivery.
Gentlemen, you are presenting me with a range of problems, but I'm not so sure that I see it that way, even.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Anyway, for reals.
Guys. For reals? I mean, I guess...
For realsies.
We are talking about kids doing it on the playground, so...
Yeah, like... Totally. Bro. Ziff. Heim.
Brosifheim?
I guess that's
Yes.
what kids say. Should we all try it? I mean, can you actually... Are you sure this is going to work? Can kids talk to each other in this way? Or does just one kid talk that way and everyone else waits? Or...
Brosifheim, they got Furbies to talk to each other, and that was in the 90s. I think in the year 2016, a couple of kids Fisking It can have a meaningful dialogue.
Well, I want to put it to the test. I want to try Fisking It. I want to try to Fisk it with you.
There you go.
Can we
You
try
see,
Fisking
Conrad?
It?
Absolutely. That's the best thing about Fisking It is anyone can play. You just move your head in a slightly confused way and let your stuttering do the rest.
I want to try to go pee-pee in the toilet.
The toilet is the best place for pee-pee. Yes.
And poo-poo too? Can I poo-poo and pee-pee together?
Do not be confused. Number 1 is only for the urinal. Number 2, only for the throne.
But if number 3 is the way for me, if it's brown, do I flush it down? And if yellow, I let it mellow?
You bring up an interesting point. This cannot be disputed. There is indeed a strong moral question as to whether or not the yellow should be mellowed But under no circumstances should the brown go unflushed. Down. Flush it down. The brown.
No, enough is enough.
Don't do this.
How long are we going to be expected to just keep this and not know? Like, this isn't the world deserves an answer, don't you think?
We have the answer. The answer is in the phrase. We don't have to think about it any more than that. It speaks for itself.
But if it were just a phrase, why put a question into the phrase?
It's not a question. Maybe it's Maybelline. That is perfect.
It implies it might not be.
Don't! Well done! Now it's out there. Now it's being questioned.
It's not like everybody in this room hasn't thought it at one time or another. Like, why have we never asked?
You know full
Is
well
it
why
really
we never
Maybelline?
asked. Don't keep asking it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Okay, yeah. Sometimes in the back of your mind you think to yourself, maybe it's not. But that's the unanswered part of the question, and it's unanswered for a reason.
What's the reason?
Because if it's not Maybelline, Conrad, what is it?
Conrad, I think that your problem is that you just have a fundamental misunderstanding of the meaning of faith and why we do not have all the answers. It is one of God's ways of testing our ability to believe in something beyond ourselves. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Thank you.
And Maybelline, in this particular instance, is the place where faith is being tested, and to pass that test, to know that, yes, it is Maybelline. I mean, we're asking, maybe she's born with it, maybe she's Maybelline. We know it's Maybelline.
I don't understand how anyone can work in this office, in this environment that we work in the world of marketing, and have faith at all. Like, I mean, come on, look, just think about how totally explainable everything that happens within this company is. How rational, straightforward, how you can follow the logic. That's the world of marketing. And I just don't see any place for questioning in it. So when you say maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline, it still leaves a lot of opportunity for a third possibility. Why isn't it maybe she's born with it? No, maybe about it. It's Maybelline.
Well,
For
again,
years, we've taken it on trust that yes, it's Maybelline. And it's that one bedrock of trust, that one element of something, anything to believe in, that's kept us going, that's kept FistShark Marketing as a community, company, business, family going. Sure, there's not a lot of room for faith in this world. Heck, I know that I've cursed the gods myself many a time. Yeah. But if I don't have this, if I don't hear maybe it's Maybelline and think in the back of my mind, I know it's Maybelline, then I've got nothing. And all of this, well, I can just go to hell.
And on top of that, if we believe...
Paul, can you pass me my phone? I threw it across the table.
Oh, is that what that was? Sure.
Yeah, just slide it over.
Wow, this is a weird phone. It's squishy. Why is it so soft?
Well, you don't have sponge phone.
I don't have sponge. I should get ooh. Oh, it's absorbent.
It's very absorbent, functionally useless for phone calls.
But in terms of feeling good in your hand, it's got a really nice hand feel.
Yeah. It's good. You can fuck it.
Wow. So it's a fuck phone?
Not as advertised, but I found a way. Don't squeeze it.
Why not? Oh, ooh. Oh, what is that? Is that what I think it is?
Guilty as charged.
I guess all I'm saying is that I want a sign. I just want a sign that it actually is Maybelline. That's all. Or if it's not Maybelline, let me know what it is. I just want to understand.
And what you don't understand, Conrad, is how faith works. You see, if
Hmm.
we got a sign from God that God was real, then our faith would no longer be faith. It would just be knowledge of
Yeah.
fact. And there's no way you can feel superior to other people just because you know a fact. You have to feel superior for the fact that you can believe in
Yeah. I
Maybelline.
mean, Maybelline's entire existence is predicated on our belief in it. If there was a sign that it existed, then Maybelline would not have that faith with which to exist. Ergo, Maybelline would fail to exist. That's Maybelline dogma right there.
Mm.
And then what happens? Women are going to have to be like go through life just hoping they've been born with it.
Well, so why does the knowledge of the existence of Maybelline invalidate its existence? I mean, if we know it exists, then technically it does still exist. It doesn't just stop existing because we know it exists.
Right.
And paradoxically, if we know it exists and it
Hmm.
no longer does, then we don't have that knowledge anymore because it never existed in the first place. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, so naive. Very cute,
Exactly.
Conrad.
What you're not considering is this banana, right? Look at this banana here in the fruit bowl. Yeah?
Okay, all right, yeah.
Perfectly shaped for the
Mhm.
human hand.
Right.
Peels. And you hold it and eat it. Like that had to have been design. There's no other way to explain a banana's existence. Ergo, maybe it's Maybelline.
Exactly.
Okay, but
Uh-huh.
we've seen that the plant just evolved to create fruit, and it comes in all different varieties and shapes and sizes based on the plant, but it's still
Mm.
all fundamentally combinations of sugars and some light proteins that
What?
are shed as unnecessary product
Right, I
to
think
feed the further existence of the plant. I mean, it's really just a baby fruit
you
tree.
you might not want to talk about plants because it sounds like you've been like, on the ganch a little bit there. Huh? Getting a token a baked with the
Mm.
reefer madness, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Sweet leaf, you're not feel that Ozzy Osbourne song.
Exactly. I mean, you're talking about evolution? No. No, no. If evolution was real, then we'd all be born with it. We wouldn't need Maybelline.
But but no, it's just we haven't all been born with it yet. Like eventually we'll all be born with it as we weed out the people who were not born with it. If anything, Maybelline could be stifling evolution.
It's so hard with you, Conrad, because all of your base ideas are just so wrong. I mean,
Yeah,
where do we
yeah.
even start? Proteins, for instance, you brought them up once. How do you even know about proteins, really? Have you
What
ever
is that?
seen one?
What
Yeah.
is that? A kind of root vegetable?
Yeah, I mean, proteins. Come on.
Proteins?
Uh, you believe in what isn't real, and it's real. And if you believe in something that's real, how do you know that's real? You're probably wrong.
Yeah. What is truth?
It's what's not real, probably.
Yeah. Maybe it's Maybelline. Did you ever think of that?
All I know is that we've got a ton of these things now, and we need to find a way to get rid of them.
Yeah, yeah. But my problem with this is I don't know if there's a market for it.
Well, I don't think there is a market for it. There was a time, like, when it was just the one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was
One
like,
or the other.
right, one or
is
the other
really-
makes sense.
And really good. I mean, you look at one or the other, they are fine products.
Both very profitable.
Like, you look at the teddy bear form, right? You look at it in its natural, the way it looks on a shelf. That is
Right.
an appealing, colourful, cute teddy bear that I would be happy letting any child play with.
Absolutely. Give it it looks squeezable, looks soft, it's inviting. The colors that it's available in are very, very bright, very cheery.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
almost eye-scorchingly bright.
Yeah,
I mean the
yeah.
kids love it. Neon pink and rainbow colours and everything. Like these are, for my money, some of the most finely crafted plush children's accompaniments I've ever seen.
Okay, so then I guess how did it happen that we came to find out this sort of unfortunate product defect? Would you call it a defect?
I think it's by design.
Huh.
I think it's by design.
I think you guys are being overly negative. It's pretty cool for a guy that grew up on the Transformers and GoBots and Popples and the ability that this thing can be another thing. It's
no, it's a great it's a great idea to bring back. You know, the idea of a transformative child's toy is something that was hugely popular in the 80s and 90s, and I feel like that's coming back now, you know. But my problem is with what it turns into. You see, I get the whole idea of the Popples, you know. It's a cute little, I mean, I don't know what the fuck those things were, but, you know, these weird little animals that you turn inside out, and then you've got what is essentially an approximation of a sphere. A kind of lumpy, disjointed ball, but a ball nonetheless.
Right.
You turn these bears inside out, and you get fully automatic ranged weaponry. And I don't think that works for kids. They are bright, appealing guns, but they are working firearms, which I believe children can't play with. Am I right on that?
They come with bullets too, right? It's not as though...
Oh, yes, very bright, very beautiful bullets.
They don't even have a safety, which is, I think, the bigger problem.
Yeah, there's no way to make these guns safe in any way.
Well, I mean, that's just an element of the design, so, you know, that they can be folded up and put into bear mode, or, you know, that's why there isn't a safety on the gun. It wasn't,
That's it,
you know,
yeah. They're like I said, they are amazingly handcrafted, these things. Like, the design is incredible. It's a feat of engineering that I've never seen before or since. And, I mean, the fact that the gun somehow is plush gets it through an airport scanner like a dream. I mean, importing these things it was so easy. Dangerously, terrifyingly easy.
So there's no metal. It's all soft, playable, touchable, huggable, plush with bullets that will kill.
Yeah, the bullets are made with a kind of hard plastic-like substance.
Still deadly.
Absolutely deadly. I mean, the image on the back of the bear's box of the boy holding his eye and smiling is not entirely true to life, because that boy would be dead. Boys are dead. A lot of boys are dead, and that's a shame.
Tragic, obviously. Of course, we can't deny that.
Absolutely tragic.
And so you can't sell them as toys.
You can't sell them as toys because they're deadly to children.
Meanwhile, as gun products, they're not particularly appealing to most gun owners.
No. The NRA, for instance, being routinely homophobic, is not interested in a selection of bears and elephants that are bright pink and rainbow-coloured. I think this is a classic case of a brilliant product with no market.
I would hope that maybe there would be a little bit of, like, wiggle room. Maybe we could carve out a niche somewhere around young girls. Mm-hmm. You know, not children necessarily, but, like, high school and college age women.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, young high school conservative girls. Mm-hmm. There's a few of them about.
They want to have something. They want to have something cute to carry with them that also, you know, serves as a self-protection.
Yeah,
means.
Something to use against foreign dissidents.
It's a bit bulky for everyday carry-around travel. This is really a home toy.
Yeah, this is something you want to play with at home or shoot at home.
And the home defense market, I mean, that's just it. It's so macho. It's so masculine.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you could try and sell it as, you know, the ultimate form of concealed carry, or, you know, some sort of looks like just a teddy bear. The burglar won't even know when he brings the family out into the room as a hostage that the little girl is carrying a deadly weapon that the father can take and fire. But in our focus testing, we found out that 9 out of 10 fathers would actually prefer to watch their children executed in front of them than to hold a pink teddy bear and look a little bit girly. And we went through a lot of pretty cute young daughters before we found that out. I mean, we've got so many of these bears. These gun-like Gunny Bears. Now their name makes sense.
Why didn't I see that before?
I thought someone had just misspelled funny.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of to avoid any sort of conflict with the gummy bears.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been that too, but no, I see it now. It's because the bears are guns.
Right.
Again, that's so fucking clever. This product is so good.
It just kills me that there's nowhere to sell it.
Can we just keep them? I love them.
Well, I mean, aren't you afraid they're gonna kill you? They're incredibly dangerous.
They're only dangerous to the user if you turn them inside out while, like, holding them like they're facing you.
So as long as you don't have them face you, you can just...
Yeah, you can turn them off. They might accidentally go off, but, you know, they'll hit a wall or something. Actually, I think I've just worked out something to do with these.
Really?
Uh-huh. Craig! We got some products for you to test.
FistShark Marketing is Jim Sterling, Conrad Zimmerman, and Paul Sincere. Theme music by Ben Rama. Additional music by Alazar Chand. Our editor is Alan Smithy. Get more episodes and learn how to support the show at FistShark.com. Follow us on Twitter at FistShark for more of our exploits. Complaints can be forwarded via email to fistsharkmarketing@aol.com. And remember, take what you can, burn the rest. Goodbye.